Please explain in detail about AP US history on such reasoning skills as contextualization, comparison, causation, and continuity and change over time. AP US history, also known as APUSH, is an advanced placement course designed to provide high school students with a comprehensive understanding of the United States history. One of the key goals of APUSH is to help students develop critical reasoning skills in historical analysis. 4 of these essential reasoning skills are contextualization, comparison, causation, and continuity and change over time. Understanding and applying these skills can enable students to analyze historical events more effectively and better prepare for the AP US History exam. 1. Contextualization. Contextualization involves placing historical events, developments, or processes within a broader context to understand their significance. This skill requires students to identify the historical conditions, circumstances, or ideas that shaped an event or development. By understanding the context, students can better assess the impact and relevance of specific events or developments. For example, contextualizing the American Civil War requires recognizing the factors that contributed to the conflict, such as the growth of the abolitionist movement, the economic differences between the North and the South, and the increasing sectional tensions leading up to the war. 2. Comparison. Comparison is the process of analyzing similarities and differences between historical events, developments, or processes. This skill helps students recognize patterns and themes across time and space, allowing them to draw connections between various historical phenomena. When comparing the American and French revolutions, for instance, students might identify the shared emphasis on Enlightenment ideals such as liberty and equality. They may also note differences in the outcomes of each revolution, with the United States establishing a federal republic and France experiencing a series of political upheavals. 3. Causation. Causation involves analyzing the relationships between historical events, developments, or processes to understand the causes and effects. This skill requires students to identify the factors that contributed to an event or development and the consequences that followed. By examining causation, students can gain a deeper understanding of the complex relationships between various historical phenomena. For example, examining the causes of the Great Depression would require analyzing the economic conditions in the 1920s, such as the stock market speculation, income inequality, and the agricultural crisis. Additionally, students should consider the effects of the Great Depression, such as the rise of the New Deal and the global impact on political and economic systems. 4. Continuity and change over time. Continuity and change over time is the skill of analyzing historical events, developments, or processes to identify elements that have remained constant and those that have transformed over time. This skill encourages students to recognize the complexities of historical change and to assess the long-term implications of specific events or developments. For instance, evaluating the continuity and change in American immigration policy might involve analyzing the consistent themes of nativism and the desire for cheap labor. At the same time, students should identify the changes in policy over time, such as the shift from open immigration in the 19th century to restrictive policies in the early 20th century and the more recent debates on immigration reform. By developing these reasoning skills, students in AP US history can deepen their understanding of the nation's history and better prepare for the AP exam. Contextualization, comparison, causation, and continuity and change over time are essential tools for any historian, enabling them to analyze events and developments more effectively and draw connections across time and space.